Chemistry is the study of matter, the 118 elements that make up everything we see. It is also the study of change, as atoms form bonds to create compounds, and compounds react with other compounds to make new substances from old. It is the bridge between the other sciences, holding everything together. You are about to enter a world so small that gravity no longer matters, and we must turn to other forces to explain its existence. This is chemistry. Part 1. What is an atom? There are over 7 billion people living on Earth. We can divide them into categories however we like. For example, let's divide them into countries. Now we have about 200 different categories of people. They can be divided further. For example, we can divide the US into 50 states and a couple territories. Any one of those states can be divided into counties, cities, districts, zip codes, going smaller and smaller until we end up with a single person, an individual. The word individual suggests that it cannot be divided, that we cannot break an individual apart. However, anyone who has ever seen a horror film knows this is not true. One person can be divided into smaller pieces, though we can no longer fit those pieces into the category of human. For example, this is a stomach, not a human. What does this have to do with atoms? The word atom comes from the Greek atomos, meaning indivisible. If we take a sample of an element, say aluminum, we can cut it into smaller and smaller pieces, beyond aluminum powder all the way down to an aluminum atom. This is the smallest we can cut aluminum and still call it aluminum. As was proven by the atomic bomb, we can in fact split atoms. So let's take a look at what goes into the making of an atom. Most of the mass of an atom is at its center, known as the nucleus. The nucleus contains two types of particles, protons and neutrons. Protons are positively charged, and neutrons do not have a charge. Like magnets with the same poles facing each other, protons repel each other because they all have a like charge. The neutrons keep the protons from blowing apart the atom's nucleus. Orbiting the nucleus are negatively charged electrons. They are much smaller and lighter than protons and neutrons, and each electron has the exact opposite charge of a proton. In a neutral atom, the number of protons and electrons are equal, and there is no net charge. Virtually all the matter we know is composed of atoms. However, in Part 2, we will see that not all atoms are created equal. Stay tuned, and thanks for watching.